Okay, okay. I'm trying to reach her right now.
Okay. Can I?
Since I was done.
That was not so long. You took your space very well, but we're giving it back to you now.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. I don't know if we all know who our speaker is tonight. I don't know if a lot of things have happened behind me, but notwithstanding, without further ado, I pray for a fair weather. I pray for a fair presentation and a fair network. Permit me to introduce to us tonight our trainer. Is one young man I have come to really like for his tenacity, his doggedness. And there's something he did that really wowed me. That thing he did really gave him one extra plus with me. He is a guy who is well detailed. When you talk about someone being meticulous about doing something, but the guy can argue. He can argue, but the guy can argue, but he argued to the right direction, and I have never seen him mislead anyone with any of his words. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to introduce to you, while you fasten your seatbelts, Mr. Victor Ejiro Emove, also known as Orpheus. If you really know who this man is, you'll fill the screen with different reactions. You will just load the screen with different reactions. Before we start, before you even start talking, I want to ask you, Mr. Victor, the podium is yours.
Yeah, I'm all
what
yours.
should we be expecting from you tonight? What should we expect? How far are we going? The altitude.
You should be expecting something very superb. Recently, my wife and I, we visited the Chinese restaurant. We ate some squid, we had lobster, and we had Chinese rice. It was wonderful.
Is that the lifestyle?
It's a lifestyle.
And what day did you do that? What day did you do that?
That was last week, Monday.
Did you say Monday?
It's a Monday, yes.
Wow, that is Alex. If you know the Nigerians for who they are, they will tell you you don't joke with a Monday.
Exactly.
A Monday is a day where you are so business conscious. Everything about you, every nerve in your body is calculating money. And this man could go to a Chinese restaurant with his wife on a Monday during office hours.
When the heart attack is, when the heartbeat rate is highest.
Okay, that is the day the heart beats highest for a lot of people. But that same day, you chose a one-on-one, a eat out with your wife. That is awesome. I love that lifestyle, and I'm sure you're going to dish to us how we can all achieve the lifestyle. Before we go on, please, if you have your device and you are not properly represented, I mean, if your name is not on your device, please, you want to change it so we'll know who we are addressing. Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby present this podium to Mr. Victor. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Alex Igori. Thanks for knowing for leaking out my secrets. She gave my middle name, Ejiro. I don't know who told you about that. And also, I really appreciate your encourage. Very good. You did very well. Always trust you for that. My name is Mr. Victor Emobe. I'm also known as Ejiro as well. Tamuno Miebi. So I have a mixture of my mother's side, which is Icho, my father's side, which is Urobo. Basically, I'm a mixed breed, you may say that. I want to also appreciate all the members that are able to attend this presentation that I believe will be power-packed by His grace and power. As you are here today, just have an open mind. If you are new, have an open mind, take notes so you can ask questions at the end of the whole session. I also want to thank my co-hosts, BB, as well as Tonya Great. You ladies have been wonderful. May God continue to bless you. And before I take too much time, I've already eaten up into the time. This is 8:25. I'll try to be very, very swift as possible, yet detailed to ensure that I don't argue so much like Alex is saying, but I give them basic facts on the ground. So, well, first of all, who am I exactly? A lot of people want to know who I am. Some already know who I am. Some know who I am, but not very, very well. I'm actually from a family of 10. I'm the fourth born, and this month I'll be adding 1 year to my age this month. And I actually graduated from the University of Ibadan. That's about 14 years back. About 18 years back, and I was able to get a job as a teacher. Usually that's the code because I couldn't get a job in the bank then. I had difficulties, and I tried so hard, worked as a teacher. I was given like so many duties that I was taking in the school then. It was so tedious that when the inspectors came from Lagos State government, when they did their inspection, they were like, Mr. Victor, you are doing more than necessary. 3 of us. And they were paying us one tiny salary, but I was doing 4 persons work. I had to find a way to leave that place of work. And I did leave. When I left, I didn't leave the way I expected to leave. I was actually looking for another job. My boss caught me and decided to sack me because he said I was looking for another job and he didn't like that. And I was like, man, I don't really care. And by the very day I left, I'm telling you, the very day I left, all the students were crying. They were like complaining. They wanted Mr. Victor to come back. I was like, wow, I never knew I was this loved. And I did leave. And I'm telling you, I realized something, and that's something I'm going to share to you. When I left, I found out that meager salary that I was thinking would sustain me didn't last for more than a week and a half. I was dead broke. I started looking for what to do. And I decided to look for another job. I did get another job as a banker, a microfinance bank that was owned by Americans. They were coming into the country for the very first time. And indeed, I did do very well. But something happened with the kind of complex that some of us have in this country. Some people were trying to be very smart. They tried to swindle us, and we had a problem. And it was problematic. Then I left there, went to another bank owned by a German-based microfinance bank called AB Microfinance, to be precise. I was there, we're taught by Germans, I was trained by Russians, Germans, and Dutch. It was very, very, very powerful, learned a lot of things, and my mind expanded. I'm telling you, there's nothing so good as working in a corporate firm, but at the same time, it's good to look beyond because got to a point, I discovered that the target does not end, it keeps on rolling over and over and over again. I decided to leave there. I remember I was working in this company. I decided to go for a client's visit and I was heading home that very day and the vehicle got stuck on a rail track. This was around 7:30 p.m. in the night. I wasn't home. It got stuck on a rail track and the train was very close to us. Everybody was shouting and I was like, man, who sent me this message? I would have died in that incident. I'm telling you. Today I will not be here talking about this. At another time again, I was at Long. I was heading home. I almost got crushed by a train because I was thinking of what to do the next day to meet my target. And telling you, sometime when there was a day I sat down, I was not asking myself, is this worth it? The day will come, they will tell you to go, and it wasn't really taking me to the next level. So I decided to now make a decision. So 2017, I got involved in network marketing, Phytoscience to be precise. And I'm telling you, everything has changed from then. I don't go to work. I don't get myself stressed up. I earn very, very well. I have a stable account. I stay more with my family. I play with my daughter a lot. I don't have time to even go out on Mondays to play. You know, when people are actually having issues and having these difficulties, I have time to relax. As a matter of fact, I work in my pajamas. I'm telling the truth. I'm having it great. I've traveled out of this country twice by His grace, and my lovely wife has been very, very graceful, very, very helpful in showing me this direction, and we're helping each other. And today, trying to see how we can send this message to many people out there that are willing to listen. You are not here by mistake. Something has dragged you here. There's something that you believe in you that is telling you you are better and you deserve much more than what life is offering you. So I'm going to share my screen and a very immediately to save time. Going to be sharing my screen to explain to us some of the things that we need to know as regards this industry. Please give me a break. Let me try and find out. Okay. Alex, can you hear me? I guess you can.
Yes, I can.
Very well, sir.
Thank you very much. So I'm sure you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, it's already full blast right now. I'm going to be very, very swift but detailed. Okay. Now, I titled this presentation as the health and financial benefits of stem cells. The health and financial benefits of stem cells. Now let's move on. Now, there's one thing I want to say here. A lot of us today, there are lots of problems that are facing us today. There are terrible diseases that are ravaging mankind. Amongst the coronavirus, we have TB, we have HIV, we have cancer. As a matter of fact, I lost somebody of cancer problem recently. A lot of people also know that they need to solve this problem, but it's a huge financial task on them. They'll tell them, doctors will tell them they need to provide this amount of monies, and it's so huge, they get devastated, they lose hope. And the risk factors are so massive. And sometimes when they engage in these treatments, there are little or no dependable guarantees. Sometimes people, they die in the course of this treatment and nothing is going to happen. They just say, oh my shit, so sorry, and they go on. And sometimes they take a lot of drugs that are very toxic to their systems. And instead of taking care of the problem, it's even causing more problems in other areas in the body. Some people are so tired, they are so confused, they don't know what to do. So they have what they call the no hope syndrome. They look to the left and to the right and they don't know what to do. Too much of expensive drugs, too much of expensive treatments. The treatments are not even dependable. They're having issues. Sometimes this treatment doesn't give them the desire of their heart. And unfortunately, they die. I've had cases of seeing people that have died because they don't know what to do. What is the way forward? What is the way forward? So it's not this presentation is not basically all about making money. It's not about just only health. It's all encompassing. I want to appeal to my listeners to listen to me very, very well. So sit back and relax. I take you on a ride. So this is just a little brief about me. Recently, we went to Dubai. Even the host herself, Alex, was there. Alex was there with herself, her husband, and even her mom. I went with my wife. 5 of us had a very swell time. And this is just some of the snaps of what we had in Dubai. I was in 2020, December, and that's my little daughter there. Why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this so that some people may attend this presentation for the very first time. They may be thinking that these people could be fraudulent or something. We're not. We're family people. We're family people. We're graduated and we're doing work that you may be doing. And we have seen something better, and that's why we're trying to introduce this to you as well. That's me. I'm a triple star in the business, and hopefully, by His grace and power, very soon I'll get to the level that others are in very soon. So, health is wealth, but unfortunately, how many of us value this? Some people eat so terribly; they don't take care of themselves, and at the end of the day, they find out that they begin to experience health challenges like stroke, like diabetes, like arthritis, and so on and so forth. The question is, how many times have we been told about taking care of our health? And how many times do we listen to the people that talk to us? Our parents, even sometimes the elderly men and women around us, how much do we care about them? Our fathers and our mothers. Funny enough, some people, even if you can tell them to be very, very, young, they do take care of their health. Like, for example, this little child, she respects her health. She wants to take care of herself. She decides to go for a spa. How many of us have gone for a spa? Some will say it's expensive. I don't want to do that. But if our car breaks down, we'll find every single dime in our pocket to make sure that our car is okay. Sometimes we need to look good. And looking good is good business. Okay. Now, let's see some of the changes that has occurred over the past decades. Let's see some of the changes that have occurred over the past decades. Now, many of us are aware that back in the 70s, there's a man called Steve Wozniak, okay? He worked at Hewlett Packard, and he was able to, he tried to get the company interested in the new personal computer, that he was building. However, it was rejected. It rejected the idea and said people would never use the computers at home. People said it's not going to be, it doesn't make sense. I'm even laughing because right now, I'm even using the computer in my house. And every single person right now, if I'm not mistaken, about 50% or 70% are using the computers in their home to watch this Zoom. Instead, he and his friend, Steve Jobs, went off in their garage and they built for themselves the Apple One. So people have rejected ideas because they don't know much about it. Let's see another example. And we have when I was growing up, we always heard of Kodak. Even Agfa. Today, where are they? They're nowhere to be found. I even got an information that this man there was someone that was working in Kodak. He tried to reach to the top management to make them understand that he can introduce something of great value to them that will revolutionize photography, but they didn't listen to him. And Kodak crumbled. He took that idea to those that valued it. And those people now broke the whole system are open. Then we also have the so-called phone that I'm holding in my hand right now. This is not the first version of the phone. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell had sent a speech down a gadget he called the telephone. Now he wanted to commercialize this telephone and offer the parents the patent, to the Western Union for $100,000. He told them that he wanted to install telephones in every city in America. It didn't make sense to them at that time. They said no, and they described his device as idiotic. You and I know very well that the phone is nothing close to idiotic today. People are making a lot of wealth from this phone. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes when things are new to us, let us try and find a way to digest it, understand it, do research on it before we condemn it. So when we talk about changes in development, in technology, and in all forms, the medical industry is not left out. There's something that is changing in the industry of health today, okay? And that is stem cells. When we mention stem cells, some may know stem cells, but they don't know very well. Some may not have even heard of stem cells at all. So what exactly are stem cells? Stem cell basically, in the dictionary description or the definition, defines stem cells as undifferentiated biological cells that have the capacity to differentiate into other types of cells through the process of mitosis, and yet still maintain the stem cell structure. That stem cell is a very broad language. It's a very new language to some people. Some might have heard it several times, but still don't understand what it is. I'm going to give you a very clear-cut example of what stem cells are. In the body, also in humans, in animals and in plants, the smallest unit of life is the cell. The cell, made up of mitochondria, made up of the nucleus, made up of cytoplasm, and so on and so forth. And the DNA, and the and the whatever. All those things inside that cell, they have the capacity to divide through mitosis or meiosis, depending if it's a plant or an animal, to form other cells. And these cells, as they form, they create a structure. It's still a cell, but they create a structure that is slightly different from their parent cell. And these cells that are being created, they have special functions that will do some certain work in that human body or plant or animals. So let me break it down. Inside every human being, just as in your body and also in my own body, there's a special type of cell called stem cells. These stem cells, their duty right from time when God created man, when the baby was born, these stem cells have been placed there to do what? The first thing they were placed to do was to generate brand new organs in all the parts of the unborn or the baby, I beg your pardon. That means the brain, the skin, the bone, the liver, the kidney, even the sperm, the pancreas, the blood, the white blood cells, red blood cells, all the cells, all the tissues, all the organs in the entire human body, they are all coming from a particular type of cell called stem cells. So you could ordinarily say stem cells are the raw material that forms human being.
I have one. I have one. I can't take your product.
Please try and mute your mic so that I can.
You don't have. There's nothing wrong.
Thank you, Alex. So now these stem cells, when they are formed, they have this capacity to create all these organs in the body. So scientists have begun to look back and they begin to wonder if it is true that stem cells created the kidney, created the brain, created even the eyes, the teeth, the skin, and all other organs and tissues of the body. That means that when anybody has any health challenge, if you look down into the crux, the nucleus, the origin of the health challenge, you will discover that it is a cell-based problem coming from that particular organ. I'll give you an example. Let's say somebody has kidney problem. Maybe the kidney is having difficulty in trying to pull out the waste from the blood or the body system. The person begins to feel unhealthy. Then the person now goes to the hospital with the intention of getting dialysis. The dialysis and all the rest that the person will do in that hospital, they are not bad, but they will not be able to repair or put back the kidney organ so that it can function properly. That means the person will constantly and continuously depend on the dialysis. And that means money will be spent. That means risks factors will come in, and it's not going to be all right because the kidney, because it's not functioning, will continue to depreciate. And with time, you hear, quote unquote, the person has passed on, despite the fact this person has spent money on dialysis. The same thing also happens for the pancreas, for people that have diabetes, cases such as they use insulin injection or drugs, even people that have cancer that go for chemotherapy. All these treatments, they are not bad, but the question is, how effective are they to making a 360 degrees turnaround so that the person can get healthy or healthier? So with stem cells, what they understood, what they have come to understand is that if these organs, like the kidney or the brain for stroke or glaucoma for eyes, are dying, why don't we go back to what had formed the eyes or what had formed the kidney or what even formed the skin in the first place so that I can create it? That's what gave birth to stem cell therapy. So it's a very powerful type of treatment that is still unknown to many people. But however, the fact that you don't know about it doesn't mean it's not making waves in the world today. This is something that picked my attention in 2017. When I saw this, I got blown to pieces. That I said there's a huge market in stem cell therapy. It's so much that the United States had to pump in taxpayers' money into live stem cell therapy. And they estimated that in the 10 years' time, that was from 2009, that a lot of people will be tied to stem cell therapy. That means that out of 10 persons, 8 people will be using stem cell therapy. So if you know very well, just ask the telephone, just ask the typewriter, change the world. That's exactly what will happen in stem cell revolution industry today. So they're even postulating, there's a projection right now that $467 billion is earmarked to be the cap, the amount of money that will be made in stem cell therapy in 2024. That's just about 3 years from now. So everybody actually has stem cells in them. Everybody uses stem cells every day. And these stem cells, just like our cells, they die. Okay, so if we don't deliberately renourish our stem cells, what happens is that we'll begin to have health challenges that will cause devastating effect on our body system, God forbid, and we may have, what's it called, having to pay for it. So we need to deliberately nourish our stem cells, nourish the cells in our bodies. If you have a house that is breaking into pieces, that is breaking down, even if you paint the building, even if you put some nice wall paintings, if you don't focus on the foundation of that building, you have not solved the problem. And what stem cells do is that it goes right into the foundation of the building and tries to rip everything out and recreate brand new building foundation, so that the house can stand very well. But when it comes to supplements, when it comes to drugs, they don't do this. They have limitations. They have great limitations. I will explain that in the course of my explanation as time goes on. Let's leave this. So we have stem cells right now. People are talking about stem cells. You go on the internet, stem cells are on the great, big, recognized hospitals. Even the media is talking about it. Even great companies are talking about it right now, but it is still yet to become something of great value to many people because they don't know about it. I'm looking at a time in the future where the federal government of this country will set up a stem cell department. That time will come because nobody wants to be left behind. So we have different types of stem cells. We have what they call the bone marrow transplant. For those that have heard of it before, that's a stem cell therapy. We also have what they call the embryonic stem cell therapy. Now, all the stem cell therapy I've mentioned, they have limitations because they are expensive, they are very risky, and you have to keep on monitoring it. And let's face it, there are no, it's not done by anybody. I cannot administer those stem cells personally. So there's a company today that is involved in what they call the plant stem cells. And that company name is what you're looking right now on the screen. His name is Phytoscience. We're into plant stem cell therapy. So who is Phytoscience? Phytoscience is a company that was established in 2012, very small place in Desapetaling, all right? And they partner with a company called Mibel Biochemistry based in Switzerland. They have generated about over 500 millionaires. They are located in about 41 countries. It's beyond 35 right now. And they generate nothing less than about 40 million US dollars on a monthly basis. You need to do the calculation to know how much that money is in Naira. It's not a joke. I always tell people, whenever you want to engage in any business, count the cost, do your research. And if it goes well with you, please don't hesitate, start the business or get involved. And this is what they call something that is also going to back you up, what they call a guarantee. This company have bagged lots and lots and lots of awards that is making them very, very, very proud to stand tall and tell you that what we're offering you is something of great value. Now, Phytoscience does not produce the products. This needs to be made clear. The products are produced by a company called Mibel Biochemistry. Mibel Biochemistry. Mibel Biochemistry is based in Switzerland, okay? And they were the ones that have done, for those that are doctors that probably are thinking, have they done the research? The company, Mibel Biochemistry, have done their thesis, they have done their research, they have done their findings, they have done everything you can think about in terms of scientific discovery. They have done everything. They have done everything. Phytoscience is not involved in the scientific research. Phytoscience only does one thing. They only distribute the products. So if people are in doubt whether what we are offering is not good or maybe it's not substantiated by the scientific field world, it has been scientifically proven. I will tell you something. The United Nations, there was a program they had in Rio, in Brazil, in 2015. They gave this company a thumbs up and an award for creating the phytocell technology that creates stem cell, plant stem cells. Why? Because it found a way to create what they call sustainability in raw materials. In other words, you don't need to destroy the whole forest to get raw materials for this stem cell therapy we're talking about right now. So let's move on. One thing I want to stress also is that the ingredients, whenever you find out any product, always ask for the ingredients. That will help you to understand what they are into. Some people will tell you that they have stem cells, and I keep wondering, if you have stem cells, what are your ingredients? They will not know how to answer. The major ingredient in this product that I'm going to talk about is called the Swiss apple.
Now,
The Swiss apple. Now, this Swiss apple is so unique. It's only found in Switzerland, and it's ancient. It's an 18th century apple, and guess what? It's bitter. It's bitter. For those that know what they call the bush mango, I want to ask you, when last did you see that? People don't see it anymore because people are shifting. They are drifting towards the sweeter versions of the fruits that we have. So that apple, that mango right now, we don't see it anymore. But I know that anything that is bitter always have something of great value in it. The same thing also with this apple. It's so bitter that the natives of Switzerland started to stop cultivating it, in large quantities. And because of this, the population dwindled and reduced in quantity. However, what now happened was they discovered that this apple has some great unique properties. When you place this apple alongside other fruits and you leave it there, let's say 2 weeks, a month, or 2 months, while other fruits, other plants would have decayed, this one will not get rotten. Let me use the language that we may understand for those that want to come down. It don't go rotten, it don't go spoil. It will remain like that. And the company was shocked. So they did a research regarding why is this apple behaving like that? That it will stay fresh for up to 6 good months. 6 good months. And that is strange. I know if we were to be some nations of the world, like Nigeria, for example, we'll be looking at maybe it is juju factor in it. Or they'll be thinking it's one red tape. And then this company did not do that. They wanted to know why it's like that. So they took it to the lab and they did a research. And they found out something I'm going to share with you today. They found out that contrary to what is taught in schools, in medical schools, or even in biology schools, whatever, that plant cells are different from animal cells. This particular fruit, I don't know whether it's the one in the Garden of Eden. I don't think so anyway. This particular fruit negates that norm. This particular fruit has similar epigenetic factor as that of the human embryonic stem cells. In other words, it has the same stem cells as that of the human being. And that is weird. This means that God would have placed this all this while, nobody knew about it. So instead of engaging in stem cell therapy for the embryonic stem cells or the bone marrow transplant that cost a lot of money, they decided to now go into full research into these plant stem cells. And they found out that it generates human stem cells much more than they expected. According to the research, 0.1% can generate about 80% of stem cells of the human body. And that's a very, very big discovery. So they use a technology called Phytoscience to remove the cells or cell metabolites, so to speak. They place them into bioreactors, added what they call the acai berry, blueberry, and all the rest, and they now form this product called the double stem cells. Today, instead of people getting worried about so many health challenges, these double stem cells that you're seeing on the screen, it's a cellular rejuvenation secret. It can take care of over 200 ailments. And it is made in powder form. This is it here. Okay. It's not like as big as a traveling bag. It's small like this. Some people call it they call it life in a jacket. This is exactly how it looks like. That's how it looks like. Very tiny. But I'll tell you for fact that this thing does the same thing that the embryonic stem cells or adult stem cells called the bone marrow will do. And guess what? It has changed a lot of people's lives, both health-wise and both pocket-wise. The next product you're seeing alongside is the crystal cell. This product is almost the same thing, just that it has tomatoes extract attached to it because tomatoes is very, very good for the body. So basically, it helps in skin protection from free radicals and also is very good for cancer. They are both good, but when it comes to cancer, this one seems to work better. Like I said, they are both good. So how do you take this product? You don't need to go for surgery. You don't need to travel out of the country. You can take it in the comfort of your home. By pouring this under your tongue, it's called a sublingual therapy. There is a glands, veins under the tongue. You pour it under the tongue and you allow it to dissolve or to be absorbed by the veins. It goes to the brain and straight it start working in any part of your body. not working in any part of your body. So in other words, some people will say that I like to call it's multifunctional. So it doesn't have to work on one thing in the body, it works in every other part of the body. So instead of engaging in surgeries or spending millions of naira, this same thing can be done and can be used in the comfort of your home. I'll talk about that as we proceed. So now this other product is what they call the snowfield fort. It's a detoxifier. It tries as much as possible to remove all the unwanted content in our bodies, toxins, drug materials, even bacterial content or viral content in the body. It takes them out. It flushes them out. It removes everything and makes your body very, very clean. It's a chlorophyll. It's so powerful that when you use this product, you'll find out that those so-called viral infections, this one will take care of it. To take care of it. So people that have infertility problems and so on, they can use it to remove maybe herpes, maybe STDs, STIs, and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. It does a lot of work. It does CBN, cleanses the blood system. It balances the blood, the pH level of the body. The body's pH level is supposed to be high in alkaline, okay, alkaline culture, and low in acidic content. However, because of the kind of food we eat, it's more of, we have high acidity of the body and low alkaline. And that's one of the reasons why we have diseases flourishing like crazy in the world today. So this thing helps to do that. And the last thing, it nourishes our blood with a lot of nutrients that will help us to become very healthy. Then the other one product that we have there is the Actual Plus. But let me just give you this inside. Excuse me, the Snowfield Forte can balance the body alkalinity. I've already talked about that. And it's so powerful for those that are going through cancer or fibroid or anything related to malignant cells. This product is a wonder alongside the double stem cells or the crystal cell. Okay, so this man called Dr. Otto Warburg, right from 1931, discovered that cancer cannot survive. This same cancer that people are spending money for chemotherapy and they are just dying like that, it cannot survive in an oxygen and alkaline rich environment. And behold, the so-called snowfield fort that you have before me is oxygen rich and alkaline rich. You can use this to help solve the problem. Okay. Then, so I've already talked about, I don't want to waste time on this. Fight infection, treat bad breath, manage blood sugar. People that have diabetes can help you a lot. And people that have issues with sickle cell anemia, it is so powerful. It also helps because the content in it is almost the same as the red blood cells. So for children that are having sickle cell problem, apart from the double stem cells, working with changing the genotype or changing the DNA structure that has been damaged to create, red blood cells that are disc-shaped and flush up the sickle-shaped. This one will also help to flourish the blood with a lot of content that will help in movement of oxygen and transportation of nutrients in the body. So you have a wonderful product before you. We have what they got the Actual Plus is combination of different fruits, vegetables, and spices. Let's face it, I'm an Urubu man, and I know of a fact that when we prepare what they call pepper soup, there are some spices that are placed in it. These spices, they are very, very good to the body. They're very, very good. Then even sometimes when we take our stew or we take even fruits just by eating it alone, it has this capacity to help us to build our immune system and to kill virus and even bacteria in our body. Some people even refer to the kind of treatment that we should be using right now. They say that we should go more of dieting. Diet is the next type of treatment that we need. Instead of all the drugs or all the surgeries, this thing can help us. So imagine you have fruits, vegetables, and even spices all combined in one. You have a wonder product before you. And it's so good, you can attach this one to when you're taking care of diabetes and all other immune health issues like HIV, lupus, leukemia. I can go on and on. This product in combination work so well in synergy, they have no problem. Then for people that have skin-related issues like vitiligo, like cro, like eczema, like even burns maybe from fire outbreak or maybe from an explosion or whatever, or even patches. Maybe they have issues with what they call skin pigmentation problem. You know, when you have one part of the body has high level of darkness, like what they call it, melanin content, you know, those cells are more. This thing will make your skin look like the way it should be. You'll be fresh, you'll be bright, and you'll be normal. And guess what? It will protect you from the damaging effect from the free radical, the damaging effect from dust, chemicals that are in the air. It will protect you. So we're talking about the Miracle Intense Essence as well as the the water moisturizer. These two products, they are very, very good. And they are also anti-UV effect products. My brothers and sisters, if you're here watching this, for ladies that want to look good, you can use this product. It's going to help you. Our products are not just by the way type of products. You know, they are certified by international bodies. First of all, we are in Nigeria, and Nigeria has certified the products with NAFDAC. We also have the European cosmetic community has also endorsed the product. We have the Halal, the Muslim community, because of the power of the product. They have also endorsed the product. We have the product says the product doesn't have any form of genetically modified content in it. It is free from dangerous chemicals. It's natural. And that's why we have the 100% natural, no preservatives. It has, for those that are vegetarians, you know, there are some people that will say, I don't like taking food that has to do with meats or whatever, fish. They just want to eat normal fruit. For those people, this product can cut across both the Muslim community, the Christian community, the Buddhist community, people that are into the cosmetic community, people that in every aspect, both the Western world and the Eastern world, it takes care of all types of challenges, and there are no reasons to say this product are not going to be accepted. It has the United States FDA certification, that's the Food and Drug Administration. This means that before, you see, many people respect the United States as they respect Switzerland. No product will just be endorsed or stamped without due diligence. And for this product to be stamped, to be endorsed, certified by the United States, of all the products you have in the world, they are very, very meticulous. And they have selected our products as part of those that will have the FDA certification. This means there's a lot of respect. I'll tell you a secret. A lot of the drugs that we consume, even some of the supplements that we consume, or herbal medicine, both in the drugstores, even the one we take, you know, without even prescriptions, they don't have FDA certification. We're telling you categorically that these products have an FDA certification. We can sell this product in the United States, in England, in Ireland, even in China, and nobody will tell you what you're selling is Babadash. No, they will respect it, because even the Queen of England, I can take this product to the Queen of England because it has all the necessary backings to make it a worthwhile product worthy of respect. And guess what? Far away in Asia, in Japan, the Mitsui Sumitomo Insurance Group, or the MSIG, because of the confidence they have about this product, right from inception, they have stamped and put their feet on this product, saying that they are going to top their chest. This product has no single side effect. And if in the event that anybody has a side effect from taking this product, you can come to us and it will give you a tune of $1 million US. I'm telling you, right from inception to date, not a single soul has complained about any health challenge. It means that this product is doing great wonders. And let me make you understand something here. This is $1 million US. This is not 1 millionaire. Now, what are the chances that a problem could erupt if this product is only insured for people in Lagos, for example, compared to those that will be insured in the whole of Nigeria? The chances of getting errors are higher when you compare that to that of Lagos, when you compare that to Nigeria to that of Lagos. What I'm trying to say is that the probability of getting a problem, because this MSIG insurance liability claim is spread globally. It's spread globally. And we have about 7 billion people on the earth. And they are telling you and I that we can tell you categorically categorically that no single side effect will come out of this product. It means that they are sticking their company. They're going to destroy their company. Because the chance of getting people to tell you they have a problem, maybe in Australia, maybe in Qatar, maybe in Canada, they are there. But I'm telling you, as I speak, not a single soul has complained. No, nada. So for those that are scared, we could have side effect. There are none. So I'm going to do a little breakdown here. We have what we call the human stem cells. That is the ones that have to do with embryonic stem cells or the bone marrow transplant that people are spending money to go and do in India or so. They can take this product and it's the same thing. Here in human stem cells therapy, you need a donor. For plant stem cells, what we offer, there are no donors that are required. On the left side, treatment has to be done out of the country most times. Although we have it in Nigeria, but it's not so very, very robust. But I'm telling you, plant stem cell, no need to travel out of the country. It can be done in the comfort of your home. On the left side, it's very expensive, but for us, for our plant stem cell, it's very cheap. On the left side, which is the human stem cell, you need surgeons, and not just any type of surgeons, experienced surgeons. Not every hospital in the world engage in stem cell therapy because it's very risky and very, very demanding in terms of skill set. Yes. And in those hospitals that are doing it, not all the doctors in those hospitals, not all the nurses are doing it. It requires us fewer doctors to do it. So we have very few people doing it. And that's one of the reasons why it's expensive. But I'm telling you, there's no need for all those stuff when it comes to the plant stem cell. It can be done in the comfort of your home. Even somebody that is selling fish in a store, somebody that is even a cobbler, somebody that is in a university, an undergraduate can engage in this stem cell therapy without stress. What Phytoscience is trying to do is this. They're trying to break down, they're trying to make sure that this stem cell therapy is available for everybody in the world, even the commonest people like you and I. Yes. Normally, the stem cell therapy was meant for only the elites. But I'm telling you, thank God for Phytoscience, it is now in our presence. Okay? So there's a $1 million. I've talked about that. And guess what? There are no side effects with our own. For the human stem cell therapy, because I'm saying this because some people have said the stem cells have side effects. It is true, but not our plant stem cell therapy. We're talking about the embryonic and the adult stem cells. Okay? Those ones may have some side effects. That's why they give drugs and they monitor them from time to time. These are some of the stem cell therapy treatments. Well, okay, we can take care of stroke. It can take care of baldness. It can take care of blindness, eyes that are not seeing, because the cells in the eyes are dead, or they are dying, or they are having problems. When you take stem cells, they will go straight into the body, or in this case, the eyes, and begin to create brand new cells of the eyes. When the eye cells are functioning, voila, you have solution. The same thing with the ear, the auditory nerves. If they are broken or they are shattered because of loud noise, the stem cells can go there and create brand new auditory nerve cells or the bone cells in the ear. For missing teeth as well, because stem cells created those teeth in the first place. So when there's a problem, what we need to do is go back to what created it, and those are stem cells. For your information, I am a beneficiary of my tooth growing back from stem cell therapy. We have spinal cord injury, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, learning defects, Alzheimer, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are some of the testimonies for stem cell therapy. We have the neuroblastoma stage 4 cancer. People that are experiencing cancer issues, please, there are no other solutions to cancer that is worth your while than stem cell treatment. Don't let anybody tell you things like, we just take on chemotherapy, we just go on some drugs, or we just go on some herbal medicine. It will not give you the desired effects. What you need is stem cell. It's stem cell treatment. And thank God we're talking about the plant stem cell right now. Okay? We have people that are also having heart problems, people that are having diabetic problems, people that are having stroke problems, cancer of the mouth, gland cancer problems like this, somebody that has this kind of neck. Normally, we'll be told to take tetracycline, antibiotics, and all. Let me tell you one thing. Doctors know for a fact, even biochemists know, all those drugs that are administered to the human body for treatment do not do the healing. No, they don't. If you ask them deep, they'll tell you that the body heals itself. And that thing that does the healing is the stem cells. So what we're saying is that why not empower our stem cells so that we can get the healing that are desired? These are legs that should be cut. We don't need to cut people's legs. We don't need to do that. There are cases of, like my former colleague in the office, he was shot when he was heading home. His leg was, shattered. And because they didn't know what to do, I didn't even know about stem cell therapy back then. They had to cut off his leg. And I'm telling you, it was a very sorry state. Colleagues of ours were crying in the banking hall that very day. Why? Because we didn't know better. We did not know better. Knowledge is always there. When we seek for them and we get them, let's try and use it to save people. Recently, I was talking to a friend. I've been talking to a friend for a very long time to try and let me talk to her about Phytoscience. She said she's not interested in any stem cell, interested in any treatment, any money, anything. I said, no problem. It took close to about 8 weeks, thereabout. We're not telling me that her friend just died. From what? Meningitis. All that meningitis. This is the steps I can take care of these things. She was crying, feeling so sad. And I said, but I told you about this. You didn't listen to me. She said you did not know. And I said, there's no point crying about the past. What you can do now to show that you really value your friend is to look for those that are around you and try to help them from going through problems. All of a sudden, within 2 hours, told me that her friend has cancer. Friend has lost all her hair because she's going through chemotherapy and she doesn't know what to do. So I'm saying to find a way to solve this problem right now. Okay, I don't want to waste time with all this. So we have what I call high quality products from Switzerland. Our products are certified by United States government and even the Nigerian government and the international bodies that have also endorsed this. So it's a worldwide product and there's insurance on it and it's 100% natural. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to talk about the part two. Okay, part two, very, very swift. I don't want to waste too much time. So we have money is not everything, but everything needs money. Some people believe in this slogan. I believe in this slogan, but I believe that money is something that is like a tool that we're supposed to use to help not just ourselves, not just our immediate family, but in extension, the world. It's a tool. So if we have a mindset, there's something called the consciousness, conscious mind, and the subconscious. If our subconscious is telling us that money is bad, like let me tell you the fact, I used to be like that. I used to hate money. Whenever you mention money, I always look at it from the angle of the Bible that talks about it is easier for it is easier for, how do you put it again? It is not easy, it's going to be easy for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. But rather, it's going to be easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle, which is a small gate in Egypt, in Israel in those days. So I use that as a thought to think that money is evil. Then when we see people, because they're making money, they begin to wear all lots of stupid clothes, begin to misbehave, they begin to now disregard their creator, they begin to now become very cocky, very proud, and they don't have respect for humanity. So it creates the impression that riches are evil, but that's not true. That's not true. Everything that God has given to man is actually blank. It's on a blank slate. It's what you do with it that gives the meaning. So when we make money, because the same scripture is now made it clear that money is a defense. The same scripture now also says that it is I that has given thee power to make wealth. So, and the Bible says that Abraham was rich. The Bible says Job was rich. The Bible says King Solomon was rich. So if this is happening, how come we're having a negative part? The idea is this: money is a tool that we're supposed to use to help not just ourselves, but the people around us. But the devil is making us feel that making money is an evil thing. Why? Because it keeps on putting certain stuff in our faces to make us think it's always the negative part. So try and change the orientation. Because if the orientation is not changed, the truth is that what we hate, we will not attract. It's just a common thing of life. So there needs to be a change in the subconscious mind first before that money will come. And that means a lot of teachings, a lot of unlearning, like Tonya said, relearning, unlearning, and so on and so forth. So the secret of making money is this: is getting to where the world is going to first before others get there. I'll give you a clear example of what I'm talking about. 2020, the pandemic broke out. And when the pandemic broke out, Zoom application that was seemed to be just sitting by the side became very important. Until this very moment, they have bagged billions of dollars right now. But do you know that a renowned politician in Nigeria, I can't remember his name right now, I think it's Peter Obi or so, had the chance to invest with Zoom, but he turned it down. Peter Obi, thank you very much. It's not like, it was bad, maybe because he didn't do deep and all something like that. But today, he wished he had invested in it. Some time ago, people were, there are lots of things that I'm trying to explain to us that if we don't look deep into what is going to change the world, like Prof always say, a time is coming in the future, our children will ask us, oh, Mom, Dad, when people were joining the Phytoscience, what were you doing then? It's not an insult, but it's a factual question that you and I need to ask ourselves. Because it's going to happen. Because God wants to use this company to save people from many terminal, devastating diseases today. So Phytoscience is basically not just involved in just only health. We're also focused on self-development to think of how to save, people around us, touch lives, be able to become a valuable individual in the society. That's part of the ignorance. Some people, when you talk to them, they tell you, I know about stem cells, I know about what network marketing is about, I know about this and that. But when you dig deep, you find out they don't have an answer to these questions. Somebody call it ignorance on fire. You don't, even the good book says it, you don't look, you don't leap until you look. It's important you take time to understand what this is all about. By so doing, you will be able to understand the angle we're coming from. You will be able to value it more. So a lot of people today, because of the misconceptions they have, because of impatience, and because of maybe I did some business in the past, they don't want to care about listening. But with time, we pray to God that they will understand what we're into. Poverty is not an accident, like slavery. It's a man-made stuff that the devil is using to put a lot of people down today in the world. And when people are poor, they begin to engage in lots of vices. Like recently, a group of bandits kidnapped some members of my church. 4 of them, recently, just yesterday. To today, we don't know what's happening to them. And it's a terrible sight. Why is it happening? Because they're looking for money. They're looking for money. Why people engage in the 1 million boys when we're fighting and breaking shops? Because they're looking for money. And the same government that people are depending on for survival are not going to help. So we need to start having what they call a plan B and plan C and plan D. And let me tell you the truth. There are Phytoscience spread over 35 countries, and we're telling you that what we're offering right now is going to help in solving a lot of problems. So what exactly is network marketing? Because Phytoscience would have simply said they want to buy the product from Middle Biochemistry and be selling it and making profit, but they didn't do that. They wanted you and I to be part and parcel of, to become shareholders of this great industry of stem cell. So what we're saying is this: please take time to I want to clear something. I want to clear the air here. What we do in Phytoscience is network marketing. What people do out in the world is they engage in what they call traditional businesses, where the manufacturer, after making the product, for example, like a phone like this, gives it to the national agent. The national agent adds his own money and sells it to the wholesaler. The wholesaler, of course, want to distribute it to make his own money, adds his own money to it, and sells it to other sales forces. The sales forces also want to make money, add money to that same cost, and give it to the advertisers, or they may even employ the services of advertisers, and they give it to the retailers, and it gets to you and I. Then I buy this about 200,000 naira. But if you go back to when the phone was created, it may not be more than 60 or 40,000 naira. So where are the other extra cash coming from that has made the cost of the phone very expensive? It's coming from the middlemen here. It's business, and there's nothing wrong with it. But what we're saying in network marketing is this. So people will get the idea. Network marketing, everybody networks. Well, phone network, we have radio network, we have TV network. If you don't network in the world today, that person will not survive. Even nations of the world, they network. You have to network. When you want to get married, you network. But what we're saying in this kind of networking is that instead of being paid one time as a commission, multiple levels of income will come to you. So what we do is that the company makes the product, gives it to the distributor, which is me and you, and we give it straight to the consumer. So the company now pays us for giving this product out by word of mouth. By word of mouth. So instead of the advertising on TV, the money that would have been spent on advertising, like Coca-Cola, they advertise so much and spend so much money, which is not bad. But I'm telling you that those money that would have been spent will be spent on you and I. The billboards, they will not be spent on those stuff, but it will be spent on you and I. That's why there's money in network marketing, but you and I will need to do some work. Network marketing, according to Les Brown, this man is a motivational speaker. I have listened to his story. He said it has produced more millionaires than any other industry in the history of the world. It may not provide you billions and billions of dollars, but it will provide a very stable, reasonable time. Then Warren Buffett, a billionaire, one of the world's biggest investors, he invested in network marketing. Why? Because he believes in the system. Some people today, they work so hard and they don't have a hope. They sit down, they're thinking, what am I going to do? Do I leave my job, or do I just maybe get another job? If you get another job, which used to be the case with me, I'm telling you, when I had to resign my job. Not that I didn't have other options. I had, and I still have. Because I know the industry I'm talking about. And I know the friends that are in those industries, that are in that industry, I beg your pardon. And I know the experience that I've had. What I was looking at is, there's something that you will get when you are working on your own boss in a network marketing system. You will not. There's more pressure. There's somebody sitting down, smoking pipe, relaxing himself and telling you, go out, work, go out, work, go out, work. And I'll give you an example. I was making roughly the smallest income about 2 million naira every month. That's the portfolio I was generating, that's the income I was generating a month. How much was I earning? I was earning nothing less than 150,000 naira per month. Every month. So we work hard and we're getting very little. So where is the extra money going to? It's going to some people. Some people that are telling you, go here, go there. So working is good. You get the experience. You get the understanding of our corporate world. But learn to move out. If you want to do your own business and you say, no, I don't want to work, I want to do my own business, fine. To do your own business, you need to spend lots of money on investment. If you want to set up a shop or an office, you need to spend a lot of money. An office, you spend money for fixed assets, you spend money for certifications from the government, you spend money for even staff. That's manpower. And it's risky. And some of them may even resign. So what happens? You may never have the experience. I've had clients who decide to go into businesses and the business flopped. And let me tell you one secret. About 90% of the businesses that start 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 3 to 5 years, they always crumble. Only very few of them survive. So I'm not saying you shouldn't start another business, but wanting to look deep into this industry, like telling you that people having misconceptions of network marketing. Network marketing is going to offer you what they call the passive income. The money will keep on coming. See, this is one of the reasons why we are crazy, or we are nuts, that we are enthusiastic, determined to do this business. Because the truth is this: if you keep your eye on your business on and on and on, you will not rest. But the idea in network marketing is that you need to work, you build a passive income, then you rest and relax for the rest of your life if you do it right. If you do it right. So on the left side, for people that are on what they call the cash flow quadrant, I won't talk about that because of time, but on the left side, we have what they call the left quadrant. We have the business owners, we also have the employees. They don't leverage. They're not leveraging. They are working by themselves. In other words, if today the job stops, the income also stops. If you see this line, so the income is linear. The income is dependent on our effort. If the effort dies, our income also stops. But in network marketing, what we're saying is that we leverage. That's the right side. It's a progressive income. You start, it's going to be quite demanding. Every good thing that ends up well is demanding. Marriages, giving birth to a newborn baby, establishing a business is not rocket science. It's not a get rich quick scheme, please. But it's a get rich system. The system is good. If anybody is coming to the system and is thinking, I will just put some money, I'm gonna fold my hands, and the money will be doubling. Please, this industry is not meant for you. It's meant for people who want to, learn, unlearn, give their effort, that are hungry, that are willing to change their story, and are willing to also help others out there. I hear some people telling us about business that you put money somewhere and you go and rest, somebody keeps coming to you. The money that's coming to you is not bad. But as humans, every one of us have been created by God to impact on lives. And if you and I cannot impact on lives, then we have not fulfilled the destiny that God has made us for in this world. The question is, when you look back, and we're getting older, maybe about 70, 60, 80, 100, depending on how long we live, we look back and we say, whose lives have I touched? Whose lives have I impacted on positively? If there are none, then no matter the income that individual has made, it is babadash. It makes no sense. So what this business is saying that let's not look for a way so that we can touch lives. When we touch lives, when we try to serve many people as possible, our income will vanish. Some people are working smart and others are working hard. When we talk to them about working smart, they don't understand. They keep thinking that working hard is the best way. Working hard is the best way. But how long can you work hard? So I'm going to talk to you today very few about the way we earn in network marketing in Phytoscience. We have different ways of earning, the 11 good ways of earning. We have what they call the direct bonus. Some people say, I don't want to work because I don't want to bring in people. Hello, there is no business, there is no endeavor in life that you will involve yourself with that you will not connect yourself with one or two persons. If you want me to tell you of a fact, if you have a phone, check the contacts that are there. If you feel that it's not important for you to connect with anybody, and why do you have those contacts in your phone? I have never seen any individual on earth that has a phone and has only one contact, which is himself. That means that we want to connect with ourselves. So reach out to people, help them get the message, and they'll understand them. So we have the roll-up bonus, we have the matching direct bonus, we have lots of bonuses, but I'll not be able to explain all this to you. All I want you to see is that there is a system to making wealth. It's not a secret, it's a system. Once you understand the system, things will become easier. So we have three major packages. We have the bronze, silver, gold, junior platinum, and the platinum package. This means that for you to partake, for you to benefit from this industry, from this, company, you need to be a member. You just need to. So this means that you choose those packages, then you become a member. So I'm going to quickly. So for example, I'm going to talk about the first way of earning. The first way of earning, there are different ways of earning, but this is one of the first ways. For example, if you are able to introduce this product to someone, right? And the person tells you that they are interested and they buy the product from you, what happens is that the company compensates you instantly, okay? The company compensates you instantly and you can get paid. So you get paid in different ways. Okay, first we have the direct bonus. So you can be paid as low as $32.85, they're paying dollars, to about $450 per second, as in per real time. You can be paid real time. Depending on the package you choose, each time you bring people on board, the company compensates you. If the person decides to come on board with silver, they compensate you. If it's coming on board with gold, you are compensated, as you can see here. If it's coming on board with junior platinum, the company will compensate you, and with platinum, they compensate you. But they compensate you real time, real time. The money will hit your account, and you'll be like, wow, I've never seen this before. So for people that are working in offices that are earning 30 days, we're telling you that salary is good, but this is far, far, far better because you can pay it instantaneously. So this other way of earning is simply saying, if, for example, I'm a platinum holder and I bring in a silver, and this silver brings in a platinum, right? The platinum will make sure that this silver earns some bonus, right? But guess what? The excess money will be rolled up to the platinum. And what it means is that silver did the job, but and earned 60,000 plus. However, the extra money that was made went to platinum. So what we're trying to say is that you need to be on the highest platform to benefit substantially from these packages. I'm going to skip this way of earning. It's a bit. Let's skip this. I'm going to skip this as well. So we have another way of earning, which is the key-in bonus, or otherwise called the orientation bonus. What I simply saying is that if people sign into the business, I'll give an example. Let's imagine you are a member of this business, and you decide to talk to one or two persons, maybe in your church or your mosque or your neighborhood or your association, and they say they're interested in the product, they want to buy it. Now, when they buy these products from you, apart from the direct bonus and all that bonuses that will come, for simply punching the person's name, phone number, email, the company will pay you for that again. And these are some of the payments that we made on that daily basis. So we have about 459 naira, 985 naira, 5,003 plus, 10,008, and 13,500 naira. These monies are paid to you the same day, apart from your direct bonus that you would have earned. Then we have the double development bonus. This way of earning is saying, I don't need to personally bring in 2,000, 1 billion people first. No, I think this is where many people are getting it wrong. There's this fear that says that if I don't bring in people in this business, I won't make it. It is true, you will not make it. But what the company is saying is that bring in minimum of 2 people that understand this business. Teach them what you know. Okay, teach them all the secret that you have. Let them duplicate them and let them do the same thing. And I'm telling you, your money will start coming to you. So we have what they call the direct bonus or the pairing bonus. The pairing bonus is simply saying that imagine if you are a silver package holder, for example, and you bring in a silver person, you get paid your direct bonus. You bring in the second person, you get paid another direct bonus. But the company will not stop there. The company will look at the fact that you have somebody on your left team, on your right team, and they will pay you an extra income of about $14.6. That's more than 6,500 something there. Extra money, apart from the 16,000 you would have earned. Okay. Then if those 2 people now decide to now do something magnificent, you help them to reach out to people that they have also got interested in. I'm telling you, when they bring in their own people, apart from them earning, you will also earn something. You will also earn something. And it keeps going down like that. So what does this mean? It goes down right down to a very huge depth. Very huge depth. But when you are a platinum holder, what happens is this. Your income is very high. It's 90,000 naira plus. Unlike compared to 6,000 naira. So what we're saying is that get in more people, get people that have high black package, and your tendency for you to earn more is there. Please, pardon me for the slide. We're still trying to do a very powerful slide. So we're managing the one we have for now. There are lots of changes and recent changes. So please bear with me. This is not my style. Just bear with me. Well, my style. Okay. So what we're saying is that duplicate yourself. Duplicate yourself. Help those that are within the team, both on the left leg and the right leg, right team, left team. And as they grow, I'm telling you, you don't need to bring in 2 billion people. Some people have brought in, like for me, for example, I've brought in like about 60 people or 60 something. And I'm telling you, out of these people that I brought in, only about 5 people directly brought that are serious in the business. And yet, I have about 1,500 members in my team. 1,500 members in my team. So it's not the direct that matters, but the direct and indirect. So we have to help each other. And that is one of the ways of earning I'm trying to explain to you here. So this is one way of earning. Let me make this very clear. I'll give you a clear example of how these monies are coming into the business. Some people like saying, I don't understand very well. This way of earning is what they call the Maintenance 2, loyalty purchase bonus. If, let's take an example of DSTV. DSTV has about, let's say minimum about 5 million subscribers in Nigeria. And if per month, each person subscribe, let's say about 1,000 naira. I'm giving the minimum, the lowest. Some people subscribe with 12,000, 8,000, 9,000, 45,000, and so on and so forth. But imagine we're using just 1,000 naira, right? And they have about 5 million people. 1,000 naira times 5 million people. That's 5 billion. 5 billion. So the question, what are they really doing? Is what they have done. They have created a system in place. So Phytoscience is also trying to tell us that if you want to make money, you need to be part of a system. When you're part of a system, you don't need to walk excessively. You walk, but it will be very, very easy. It's like you're pushing your traveling bag on a wheel. You're pushing your traveling bag on a wheel at the airport. There's somebody carrying a lot of load on their back. They are doing the same work, but one is expending more energy and the other one is spending less energy. So this way of earning is saying the same thing in that concept. They're saying that for everybody that buys products like Phytoscience, Snowfield, and so on and so forth, even those that you have not brought into the system, but they are in your genealogy, your indirect down the line. Anytime each of them buy products, the company is going to pay you $1.75 per head. So that means that for silver, they can earn out to about 1.6 million naira or 1.7 million naira then about, in a month. Then for gold, they can earn up to about 51 million naira, maximally speaking. Then for platinum, they can earn about 1.65 billion naira. Even if we take about 10% or 5% of 1.6 billion, 51 million, 1.6 million, it is still some good cash because it's coming from just one way of earning in Phytoscience out of the 11 ways. So we have ranking, we have what called the 1 star. There are people that are 1 star in this business. For those that are 1 star, it means they have earned up to 1.35 million. It's even more than this right now. For people that are 2 star, they have earned about nothing less than 3.150 million. For those that are 3 star, they have earned nothing less than 6.7 million. For those that have earned about diamond, they have not earned nothing less than 13.5 million. Blue diamond, minimum 22.5 million. Black diamond, 45 million minimum. Crown diamond, 135 million. Crown ambassador, 225 million. Then we have the crown ambassador about $450 million. Let me tell you of the fact that these figures I'm giving you, they are real. They are even undervalued. Because right now, our exchange rate per dollar is 475 naira. So that place you are seeing 450 million is even 475 million naira. So if we do the calculation right now, the money people are making are huge. As I'm talking to you, I'm getting close to diamond, and I pray very, very good. And in good time, I'll get that. There are people that have become 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, diamond, blue star, blue diamond. Like, for example, now, the co-host today is a blue diamond. It's not something that it's like a far thing. It's here with us. People are experiencing it. One of the beauties of becoming a diamond is that you become a shareholder in the business, whereby every month, after earning your bonus, they will still give you an extra bonus again. For diamond, they give you 2 units of about $3,000 per unit. They give you 2, that's $6,000. Blue diamond, that's about $9,000, and so on and so forth. I can't give you everything, but for those that are interested in this business, these are the packages. If you want to become a member, you have a choice. Either to become a bronze package holder and spend 51,100, and you get 3 packs of this only, and you become a member. But you'll be earning at a capacity of about 13.5% or then about. But you become a member, you can still make it in this business. But if you want to become a silver, you can either choose the 64,000 for 3 DS or the 92,000 for 6 DS of this. DS means double stem cells. And yet, your earning is about 22 point something percent. It's more than the bronze. That means anytime you bring in people, you earn more because your percentage earning capacity is higher than the other. So nobody is telling you cannot join the business in any platform, but depending on how much you have, it's always good to be on a better platform. Don't wait, start. Then for gold, 442,300. That will also earn you a higher earning capacity. I can't remember the percentage earning capacity right now, but that will give you 26 double stem cells and what's it called? 4 snow fuel. You can upgrade with the bronze, silver, and gold, but there's a time limit for them. There's a time limit for them. And when you are upgrading, you will still pay the same amount of money again and upgrade. So what we always tell people is that make sure you choose the best package. If you have the money, choose the best package. But if you don't have the best, you don't have the money, you can just, thank you, you can just choose the package of choice. So we have the junior platinum, which is on about 612,800. One of my very good person, one of our mummies just upgraded today. She did 612,800 and she's now a platinum. When you do the junior platinum, you will be catapulted automatically. It's like a quantum leap. They will take you straight to platinum. You earn at the highest. This business, if you want to make it, you become a platinum. But if you don't have the money, you can still do the junior platinum and save money of 1.093 million. However, if you don't have the money at all for 1 million or 612,800, you can still do the bronze or silver package of choice. But I'm telling you, if you have the cash, do everything within your power to make sure that you get on the highest package because we can earn very well in this business. So, like I said, 612,800 is an auto. So what do we offer in Phytoscience? We offer a lot. We offer a lot. I cannot say more than this because of time is already going. But these are some of the bonuses that you have in Phytoscience. 1.3 million naira earned in the month of March 2020 when there was a pandemic, when people are complaining, people are making money in that period. This is another March income. And some people may say, is it not last year? This is an income that was made just last month. And it's not even up to the end of the month. It's not even up to the end of the month. And this is not about bringing in people. I can see that already. It's about team effort. 1.6 million naira coming before the end of the month of February. 8 days left to go. So I wonder how much this person would have earned in the whole 28 days. It could be like 2 million. So these are monies that people are making just last month. It's not like somebody's telling you that it's last year, past glory. These are glories that are real. I don't want to talk much. I've explained myself effectively more than I should because of time. This is Mr. Jide Olaoke, our team leader in Nigeria. He's actually Crown Diamond. Mr. Bismarck is also a Crown Diamond. He was upgraded from this. We have, okay, that's him here. And we have Mr. Prof. Foski, Mayor the Prof. Eragbe Osman Abdullahi. He is a black diamond. This man started his business with little or nothing of 256 naira. Today, he's making waves. Then we have a moment patience. This is my lovely wife. She is a black diamond. And that means that she has earned over 45 million naira and above. So it's real. It's not like somebody else. This is someone I'm seeing. I saw the whole thing right in my home. This is Alex Igbori, Blue Diamond. Oh my God. This business is awesome. This business, I told somebody that somebody could make some money. You see, this lady made 1 point something million or 4 million naira in just 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. My wife made 1.4 million in 41 days. So it's not about working, it's about working smart. So it's real. This is Mr. Henry Okocha, a very good friend. He loves nice music. He's a diamond in this business. Then we have Mr. Ogundoku Olatunde Olarotimi. He's also one of my very good friends. He's also a diamond in this business. And very soon I'm going to be hitting the rung of diamond. And there are other diamonds. There's Jadu Singh, Mrs. Sarah Oladiron. There's Mr. What's his name again? Mr. Timothy. There are lots of them. It's real. And this is me. For those that know me, it's real. We're broke. But now things have changed. I'm not the richest man in the whole world, but I'm telling you, things have changed for the better. Things have really changed for the better. These are some of our teammates that traveled abroad, and this is some of that traveled out of the country. I don't want to say more. All progress takes place in outside the comfort zone. So if please don't exercise fear. Fear is one of the deadliest stuff that can ever happen to any man. Do not fear. Have faith. Never say you cannot afford something. Rather, say, how can I afford this? How can I do this? How can I get this money? When you think of the how, you need to open up. But this is our website, and this is the website you want to get in touch with us. So reach out to those that contacted you, that invited you for this program, that invited you. I repeat, that invited you to for this program. Get in touch with them as quickly as you can before the should I call it the Olobos? You begin to tell you things and this and that. Please get involved as soon as possible and get ready. Thank you very much. So this is your dream calling. Over to you, Alex. This is your dream calling you. Over to you, Alex. This is your dream calling. You have a choice. I'd like to accept it or to decline, but I want to appeal to you. I want to beg you. I want to beseech you. According to the Bible language, choose the accept button. Choose the accept button, and you'll be glad with it. Over to you. Thank you very much. God bless you. Alex. Sonia, great. If you're there, you can
so
take
much,
over.
sir. Thank you.
Well done.
Alex is.
Hello, I think network to our house.
Okay, maybe
Maybe
can deputize on behalf. I'm sure that's why she made you guys yesterday co-host.
I think the network to our house.
Okay, maybe don't make you. Okay.
The network to our house. So I think Mr. Jide is in the house.
Okay, let me unmute. Okay, Bibi is unmuted. Okay. Bibi.
Wow. That was explicit. That was great. I was engrossed all through. Well done, Mr. Victor, my great grandma's husband. Well done. Well done. That was job well done. I want reaction for this gentleman. Reaction. There's a lot of reaction. Is either you're clapping, a thumbs up, love button, just press on something. Wow, that was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you so very much for that explicit presentation. Thank you so very much. It was awesome. A lot of contribution and accolade in the chat room. And to all our invites, all our guests, please, if you have any questions while we take testimonies, if you have any question, just raise your hand and we will unmute you. And also, if you have testimony that you would love to share, please do not hesitate. We want to hear from you. While we are waiting, I would like to share one wonderful testimony that came in January for me. One of my childhood friends have been married for over 18 years. They have no issue, they have no child at all. And this was because the wife's ovary could not produce any egg cells at all. So what do you think about that? She wasn't ovulating, so she can't produce any form of eggs, definitely. That was the cause of their delay. And Mr. Victor said earlier, when I joined the business 2017, I was educating them. You know, when you join a business newly, you talk to close friends and family, but you know, the usual thing, they just snub you and they move ahead. But thank God 2019, it came around when I called him again, and it was like, okay, let's give it a shot. And he didn't initially told me what was wrong. But after taking the double stem cell for 2 weeks, he called me and like, Bibi, there's a testimony. I was like, okay, I'm being a guy. He was just posting me. I will call him in the afternoon. He will say, okay, I'll tell you in the evening. I just felt like, come, man. I've had any kind of situation, I've had them in this business of mine. Forget it. Tell me what he said. You know what? I say it. It was like, you know what? I just performed like an 18 years old boy. I was like,
No comment.
I was loud. I was like, oh, wow, that's great. I was thinking it was the one with the issue when he said, okay. And I thought, oh, maybe he has not been performing very well. So not knowing that it was the wife that also actually had the issue. So about maybe 6 months down the line, he still did not tell me it was the wife that had the issue. He just told me that, hey, do I know that somebody that has been taking the double stem cell, the doctor that already written her off, that she was going to have a child because her ovaries were not producing egg at all. But do I know that when they went for tests, that the doctor did not just find 10 healthy eggs, did not just find any eggs, they did not just find 10 eggs, they found 10 healthy eggs, as in 10 healthy eggs.
Wow.
Wow, I was happy. I didn't know that God is even at work. Do you know, January this year, I was invited, January 7th precisely, I was invited for the naming ceremony of a bouncing baby girl.
Reaction
Coming from somebody that couldn't produce any egg cells at all to producing a bouncing baby girl. I tell you, if you know anybody in the house that have infertility issue, please do not keep silent. This information is going to go a long way to put smile in the family, in that family's face. Please help touch your life. I can see some hands being raised.
Yeah, exactly.
Abdul Hakim Hamid. Please, can you unmute yourself?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. I am very glad to be a part of the Zoom meeting, and I actually enjoyed our able man presentation. Well done, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for that.
Thank you very much.
I actually want to seek an advice regarding one of my relatives. I've got somebody very close to me who was having a back problem. I think the backbone, one of the vertebrae of the backbone is broken. And we were asked to go for a kind of surgery to cost about 3 to 5 million, which we could not afford. So he is just on a kind of pain relief. But presently, he is bedbound. Initially, he was struggling with walking, but now he's unable to walk anymore. He's on the bed. But we believe one of the bone of the back is a bit broken, so the backbone is lying on the spine, which is causing the pain, and it's affecting the legs now. So I just want to ask if I can hear some advice on what product do I need to buy to help him out.
Me, got to sign there.
Alex is in the house.
What
Hello? Hello?
Me, welcome. Uncle, your father.
Hello?
Hello, Alex. I can hear you, sir.
Is Alex back?
Yes, I am back.
All right.
And I'm sorry the network.
The man is muted.
He can please help me find him. He can unmute himself. There has been a lot of background noise. That was why I muted everybody now. Orpheus, I hope you can unmute yourself.
Yes, I can. I've found him. Okay, he's on. He's on now.
Thank you. Can you help me find the man and help me
unmute him?
He's on.
He's on.
Yeah, I'm on now. Do I need to repeat myself, please?
I think you should, for the sake of Alex. Let's try to get the message.
Okay. No, as I said, I have somebody very close to me who was having a problem with his backbone. Unfortunately, he broke one of the spine in the back, the vertebrae, I mean. And initially he was struggling to walk, but now he's bedbound. He cannot walk. The backbone is resting on the spine, so it's causing me a lot of pain. We initially asked to go for a surgery, which will cost about 3 to 5 million naira, but we could not afford it. So it's just on painkillers. So I'm just seeking for advice. What do I need to buy to help him out? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so very much. I get your question, but I want to advise, if the bone is not properly placed, can you seek a medical attention to fix the placement of the bone? Then the Phytoscience stem cell will help him to heal up. Because there are two things we are looking at now. There could be a degeneration somewhere, but stating that the bone left the proper position, that bone needed to be put together.
Okay.
That bone needs to be put together. The Phytoscience stem cell will not take bone A, maybe that has gone to the left, and bring it back to meet bone B. No.
Okay.
Let the proper placement be done. If there is supposed to be a putting together, let us take a look at someone who's just had, let's take this as a case of someone who just had an accident and the bone is broken and one part of the bone shifted to the other side. The bone needs to be coupled. When it is coupled, then the healing will take effect with the stem cell.
Okay.
Please, if there's any proper thing that the doctors have said, let the bone be put together. But with the healing up of that, Phytoscience product will do very good at helping. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Someone is asking, sorry, while I was away, I'm sure a lot of questions have come, and I want to say a very big thank you to everyone. My co-hosts, you guys are wonderful. Mr. Victor, you are awesome. From the little charts here, I can see you've given them sitting at the edge of their seat. I can see Favor 3D is raising the hand. Shekina Lawal is raising up their hand. But I got a message also. How does stem cell work to reduce weight? For everyone who knows me, I just recently started my weight loss again because the December, Mr. Victor was showcasing a lifestyle. I had a lot of things to eat over the festive period and it has really blown one up. So I feel February is the time to come back and start all over again to look good and live healthier. So for the person asking about the weight loss, I started myself on the Phytoscience No Feel Forte. I do that first thing in the morning every day because the Phytoscience No Feel Forte help you to not take in all the calorie count in whatever it is you do. It sets your system and it helps you to reduce, it burns, take out the sugar and help you to convert all that to energy. So you are hale and hearty and you are good to go all day long. If you get 25 hours, you will want to do 25 hours. Only yes. My daughter will always tell me, Mama, I know you are doing this no feel force, you need exercise. If you can do a 30-minute exercise just to help your lifestyle, exercising is a lifestyle thing. It does not have to be with until you are going to be watching your weight before you do exercise. A 30-minute exercise daily is recommended for everybody, whether you are on a weight loss or not. So a 30-minute exercise will not do you any harm. Or you keep asking one question after the other. I've just told you that the No Feel Forte is going to help you with a caloric intake. And thank you, Bibi, for answering Chizoba for the question she just asked. Chizoba, I hope you are good. Now, I want to take the people who raised their hands. I can see. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. I hope I've been helpful enough. I want to see the people who are raising their hands. I want to ask, are we having questions or testimonies? Because I would have loved it if we share personal testimony, but I want to see what the time is now. This is 10 p.m. and we will not be able to take so many questions, especially if you are a registered person. If you are a member, you know where to take your questions to. You can bring your question to Thursday during the training. Now, but I want to ask, Nkechi Okeleke, Favor 3D, and Shekina. Did Shekina, okay, Shekina's hand is it still up?
No,
Please unmute
lower
yourself.
than
I
her.
want to know, do you have questions or testimonies? We would have
Yeah,
left questions to only our
Yes,
guests.
yes.
Okay,
Please.
it's a question, but
Time.
somebody was asking. I didn't know what to answer, so I just wanted to find out if somebody can answer me.
Okay, is the person your
Yeah, it's my downline or success line.
can you bring it forth on Thursday, please, ma'am?
I might not be around on Thursday.
Okay, you can meet any of the leaders and ask.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much. Ollie, you just asked a question again. Could I still make money while buying products for myself? If you listen correctly to Mr. Victor Imove, I'm sure he dealt good with every aspect of money making at Phytoscience and how you can judiciously do that. Mark Destiny, I want to say welcome to you. I notice you are a guest. You have your hand raised. Can you please unmute yourself and ask your question? Mark Destiny.
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Actually, it's late where I am, but all the same, since I'm here up to now, the question I have is,
Sorry, can I ask, where are you?
I join you guys from UAE.
UAE.
So the question
Abu
I have for you
Dhabi,
guys,
Dubai.
Abu Dhabi specifically.
Oh, that's awesome. Good evening, sir.
You're welcome. The question I have is the process of in which the stem cell is being taken.
Yes, sir.
Does it really impact on it, or taking it maybe just like the way Victor said it during the, his presentation, when you tear it up and you put it right under your tongue, does it really impact, or why should it be in that manner? Can't one just tear it up and swallow it from the tongue? I just want to get it
I like that.
Okay, will you want to take it off yours or should I help out?
Okay, let me take it.
Okay.
Thanks very much, Mr. Mark Destiny. I like your name, and I appreciate the fact that you would ask a question. It's a very, very good question. Everybody have asked that question, and the thing is this: the okay, just hold on.
It's a Nigerian factor, so you can't run away from it.
Well, we're changing anyway. So the fact is this: the reason why we're taking it sublingually is because if we take it through the normal ingestion process, which is by taking through the throat, esophagus, goes through the stomach, goes through the small intestines, and all the rest. What happens is this: because of the toxins and the so-called free radicals that are excess in the stomach and in the gut, it will affect the functionality of the stem cells. These things are living, they're like living cells, but they are kind of hibernated. So if you take it through the sublingual method, the esophagus, what happens that the so-called stuff that are there, it will work, but I'm telling you about 90% will get lost. It's like sending a sheep in the midst of 10,000 wolves. And it comes the obvious resultant effect is that the wolves will devour the sheep. So instead of now taking it through the normal process, you will lose money, you won't get your result as is required, and you'll just be wondering what's going on. Scientists now discover that it's not only our products that are taken sublingually, there are other products that are also taken sublingually. There are veins under the tongue. And once you take it through the sublingual therapy under the tongue, it goes straight to the bloodstream. It bypasses what I call the first pass effect. All the digestive system, the whatever process that goes through digestion, they are bypassed.
Enzymes in the mouth and the hydrochloric acid in the stomach.
So all those stuff are bypassed. It goes straight to the bloodstream and takes effect. So in a nutshell, if you look at taking injection for malaria drugs and taking in, malaria tablets, find out that the injection works faster because it goes straight into the bloodstream and works better. So nobody's saying you cannot take it sublingually. You cannot take it by ingesting it, but it won't get the desired effect as you want. About 90% will be lost. So it's always better to follow it with the sublingual therapy. And that is the advice from the people in Switzerland. Thank you. Thank you also for making those enzyme, and because I wanted to get those information and I will skip my mind.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I have another hand, Favor 3D. I don't know, Favor 3D, do you have a question? Oh, Mr. McDestiny, I hope you're quite clear with what you just explained. It was really so detailed.
Yes, I'm able to, get that into my system.
Oh, okay. Thank you so very much. Ngozi is raising hand. If Favor 3D is not
I am here, please. Yes, please, I'm speaking. Thank you very much, wonderful leaders. Coincidentally, it's a question, but I think I put back the one that I came with. But from the presentation from the testimony of BB, I hope I'm correct, talking about the person with 18 years or some years of, suffering from infertility. Please, I would love to, because I'm handling about 3 people like that, and they have taken the 3 notable products, crystal cell and snowfield fort, and double stem cell. Please, maybe I would want to say, what was the therapy, what was the combination, and that really helped there. Thank you.
Okay. For those people that you've given the product to, how long have you been on it?
Really, one of them has been on it. She registered at that October or November. She had the booster, and after that, I gave both of them, the husband and the wife, the snowfield forts, I think one or two packets, but I had to reorder 4 of each, 4 snowfield fort and 4 packets of crystal cell for both of them. And I think they've taken that for about a month.
Okay. Now, what I want everyone to get into them this evening is, when you are on the stem cell therapy, you have to remain on the stem cell therapy until you see results. This couple started taking the stem cell therapies, I told you 2019, and they never stopped taking it. They were on it. Immediately they saw the improvement, they remained on it. It was a lifestyle. They became a member. They were always placing order every month. They were doing 4 years between the husband and wife every month. It became a lifestyle, because now stem cell therapy, it's like a woman getting pregnant. Well, nobody prays for a woman that is pregnant to deliver in 4, 5, 6 months. We pray they carry the pregnancy to term. So stem cell therapy are cells building up the organ, the degenerated organ, building them up. Now, we are not inside of them. After these 3 months, have they gone for tests? Have they gone to see their gynecologist?
No, they haven't.
Uh-huh.
Really, the wife.
Go and know the present condition.
Okay.
You understand? So they need to remain on it. People are always agitated. They want to see results almost immediately. These are cells that are building back organs that are not there in the first place.
Okay.
So it is not easy to form back an organ. It is not. So please, they should just make it a lifestyle and believe in God. Make it a lifestyle. Doing 4 every month wouldn't do anybody any harm, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a win-win. Be on stem cell, have faith in God, and don't worry. Agitation even kills, it kills whatever, anxiety, just kills discourages. So please, they should just make it a lifestyle and God will perfect it. But I've seen a lot of results. Yes.
Thank you very much. Is it?
Yeah. Can I add something?
I wanted to ask, sorry, is it double stem cell? What was it they were taking every month?
Okay, you see, when it comes to my case, when it comes to people that I have administered or introduced the product to, it will wow you. I don't stress them. All I need them to do is know from day one, make this a lifestyle. Let me wow you. All they took was snowfield and double stem cell. And after about 6 or 7 months, they even do without the snowfield pod, and they remained on the double stem cell. I tell people my glaucoma, I only use double stem cell to cure glaucoma for myself, and it's gone. No more eye pressure, only double stem cell. When you want to compound it for people, they can't afford it, it discourages them. Double stem cell do the results. It does it. It delivers.
Thank you. All right.
Can I just add this lastly, very swiftly because of time? It's a good question you're asking. It's a very good thing you're doing. I just want to say, procreation, that's giving birth to children. The 2 parties, it's not enough to just take the stem cells. They should meet regularly. That is very important. Then number 2, stress. Stress affects fertility problem. Stress. So they should, if they are stressed, I don't know the kind of work they do, but they need to watch it. They need to meet regularly and also watch on the stress. Those are the 4 too. But then, of course, like Bibi said, you see, even if we try all the stem cells, it's still good. So let them go and let them have faith. Just leave it in the, but take the products constantly. Leave everything in the hands of God. I'm sure you'll get results by it. Thank you.
I appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you, Slesia. I appreciate.
Thank you so very much. I hope you are okay with the answer you got. Thank you so very much, ma'am. Favor 3D, you want to lower your hand now. Then I don't know if anyone shared a testimony, but from the time we have here, our time is really, really fast spent. Our time is fast spent. And I want to call on Marketi, if she's still here. I want her to please help us to close this meeting tonight. Marketi, are you in? Hello, Marketi. This is 10:14. Oh, thank you so very much, Ma. It's good to have you. Oh, Ollie, you're still raising your hand. You've asked series of questions.
Let's honor her.
Okay. Can you please, Marketi, please hold on for us. Ollie, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question?
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm sorry to be a pain. All this while I've been asking lots of questions. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you, all the hosts for the wonderful presentation. My question is actually, there are 2 questions really. I would like to be a member, but I'm based in UK.
Yay!
That's awesome. Who invited you for tonight's presentation?
I've got Taiwo. That's his name. He's in Nigeria though.
Okay, please, you will have to get back to Taiwo, and Taiwo will tell you all you need to do.
Right, but before I can be a member, I'd like to first of all test the products on myself, because that's the way I do things. I like to be sure that all this it does work. So, but
it's like
so,
saying, okay, go on.
So that's why I was asking question about weight loss. I mean, that's about the only thing I think I would really I'll really benefit from.
Okay.
So, but I would like to know how it works. How does Stemcell, how does it, make you reduce weight? How does it work in the body?
Okay, Orpheus, before you answer the question, because I see you're going to do judicious
go on.
think to it. You said that is the only thing it will help you in solving. I'm sure Orpheus is going to tell you a whole lot about what other thing it's going to do for you. Orpheus, please.
Okay, we don't have much time. I really appreciate your question.
They normally suffer from something.
Who is that? Someone talking at the background.
High blood pressure will be very high.
Thank you, Samid.
Orpheus, please unmute yourself.
All right, in a nutshell, because I have time, Madam Oli, rather, I beg your pardon. The human body, right? First of all, I'll talk about the snowfield. The snowfield, if the video will be sent to you, you can get in touch with the person that invited you to the program. You can just check on the snowfield video. The snowfield has the capacity to, it's like it acts like when you take the product, it acts like sugar control measure. Okay, things that can also aid, cholesterol buildup, all those stuff. It has that capacity. Okay, then it also removes a lot of toxins, like I said. When things are not so okay in the body, it takes it out of the body. What's unwanted fats. There's some stuff, some terminologies I don't want to mention because of time, and I don't want to make mistakes because I've not done those research recently. So that's what the snowfield does. Snowfield has what they call coffee beans. And coffee beans is very good for people that want to lose weight.
Weight loss, yeah.
Some of the for the ingredients. I'll break down to you later. So that's one aspect. Okay. Then, sorry, the mulberry leaf extract. I beg your pardon. Mulberry leaf extract. It has that. It's good for sugar. It's a sugar blocking capacity leaf or whatever. So, but for the stem cells, you see, the idea is this. You need to understand one thing. Cells are meant to, if cells are meant to operate at 100% capacity, right? All the cells in the body. What are the cells in the muscles? What are the cells in the stomach or cells in the body? All the cells are supposed to operate at 100% capacity. If you have a cell that is not operating at full capacity, there will be anomalies. That's what leads to, because a person that is obese is not normal. It means the cells that are giving those genetic code to say, become fat is abnormal, quote unquote. What the stem cell will do is the stem cell goes into the body system. It locates any cell that is not behaving well, whether it is cancer cells, whether it is kidney cells, even fat cells, because these fat cells have DNA blueprint that is like, it's like a program. It's telling the others to produce this. So the body system is structured to behave that way, right? But when you take the stem cells, it will now reverse it to the way it should be from birth. It takes time. It takes time. Everything that we're experiencing, what our genotype is coming from the DNA, and DNA structure, which is the blueprint. Stem cells are the only thing that can change them, apart from genetic editing and all the rest. Only stem cells. So if you use stem cells,
fantastic. Thank you very much, Victor. Lastly, I just want to find out. So if I become a member, how do I get products to UK?
It's very simple. If you become a member, our products are going to be sent from here down to UK. But
is it going to be with added costs?
Yes, it will be with added costs for now. Let me tell you the truth. Everything we do in life, there are lots of sacrifices. When we started, we had lots of pains as well. But now we're having fun. But I want to tell you something. In England right now, in UK, there are plans to establish a base there. It started from last year. Yes. So very soon, products will be picked up from there. But for now, You just have to make the sacrifice. Make the sacrifice for now. It
All
will
right.
very, very something you have to do to help others.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thanks. Okay.
Alexis,
Wow.
you're back. Let's close. This is 10:20.
Okay, Ollie, I hope that is so understandable.
Yeah, fantastic. Yes, thank you very much.
So don't wait until you get your own personal result, because the stem cell work according to individual body metabolism. Thank you so very much. Mashogule, you have the podium now.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening once again.
Good evening, Mama Shogunle.
Good evening. I want to thank Slexia. Thank you for the great hosting. I want to thank Orpheus, Mr. Orpheus. Thank you very much for the amazing presentation. It was very explicit. Thank you. God bless you. Want to thank all the co-hosts, BB, Tonya the Great,
and yourself.
everyone. Thank you. I want to thank you for the co-hosting. Thanks for your sharing, BB. Thank you so much. I want to thank all our distinguished guests. Thank you for coming tonight, for zooming in. I'm sure you've learned a lot, and I will be seeing you on top. We would like you to join us. The person that said you want to register, contact the person that has invited you, as you've been advised. So hope to see you amidst us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, ma'am. Thank you so very much. It's been a wonderful night. I promised us tonight that when we listen to the speaker for